Good morning, lovely people. I've come out this morning. It's a lovely sunny day, autumnal, but very warm. I think the wall traps the heat and keeps it much warmer than it is down on the ground. As you can see, I've had to take my gilet off. So I came out really to pick some carrots for our tea, and also to pick some pongo beans that have gone to seed in my little patch there. And I notice that slugs have been at them, and at a previous picking of them I noticed there was probably mice at them. So I got some carrots, but as I was pottering about I did notice that these carrots that I sowed in July are coming up very nicely. So I'm going to leave them alone and not tell the carrot root fly that they're here. Look at that lovely calendula. And see if they can put on through the autumn. And I've still got quite a nice patch of carrots left here, and I'm aiming to pick most of them now and blanch them and freeze them for later on in the year, because it's quite rich soil here, quite heavy soil, and I think that the slugs rather like it. So we've been relatively slug free for the summer because it's been dry, but now it's been raining more, we are getting more slugs. This is my purple sprouting broccoli, and in a bit I will check them over because the cabbage whites are pretty much finished, but now the whitefly I've decided might be quite a good idea to attack. These are the last little bits of my broccoli shoots, so I might pick some of those later on as well. They are starting to go to flower now, and when they go to flower they get a bit tough, but we've had really good pickings from them all the way through the midsummer and beyond. There's some more pongo beans there that I think I'll get seeds from. Plenty of beetroot still. It's been a really good harvest this year. I've got onions growing. I'm considering which way to go down the slope here. Here we are. I don't know if you can see, they're coming through now, the onions. So that's really good. I don't want them to grow too big before it gets cold, but I'm going to keep the nets on them, I think, to protect them. First of all from the onion fly, and then from frosts until probably January, and then I'll take them off because I've been caught by mildew on my carrots before when I've kept them covered all winter. This is the ground cover, green manure, mostly mustard and phacelia, and it's growing really well, so that's a new experiment for me. This is the patch here that I've been working on, and in there, in a few weeks time, along where I put that wooden bar, I'm going to put in garlic and hope that it's all right there. I need to trim back the phacelia. I'll do that probably later on this morning, because these ones are starting to bud. Don't know if you can see there. And I don't want them going to flower, so I'm going to cut them back and just chop and drop them. Still got tomatoes growing. I keep thinking, oh, I'll pull them down and then I get more cherry tomatoes. And I'm sick to death of tomatoes now. I've had so many. But people who live in this block, if I put a few cherry tomatoes out, they're gone within minutes. So that's what I'm going to do later on this morning. Sorry about my shadow, but it's a very shadowy morning. This calendula is coming into flower again, so that'll add a bit of autumn colour, and so will the nasturtiums, which are doing very well. And this patch here is where the other day I noticed lots of whitefly. I haven't checked it this morning, but I noticed on my cabbages that I was growing that it just took over and rotted the whole plants away, and I really don't want that to happen because I'm so looking forward to having lovely Brussels sprouts this year. Last year I bought dwarf Brussels sprouts, and I did the year before actually, and they were a complete failure, so I've gone back to the more traditional variety, and they're doing pretty well, so I'm hoping that I can keep them protected from the whitefly. This is a little patch here. It's just a little patch of residual wildflower patch, and that area there, probably late winter. We have a gardener who comes in because there are really quite big grounds here. Show you around without showing too much of the cars and stuff, but there's that at the back and then there's more at the front, so there is quite a lot here to do. So we have a gardener, and I'll ask him to trim this slope, and then we can rake it over, and I'll scatter some wildflower seeds here for a nice display, and it really does look very pretty. So I have jobs to do this morning because the garden is in transition, but at the same time I thought I would share with you how lovely and golden light it is, and how much is still growing. Still got beans in that little row there, for goodness sake. I mean, it's just wonderful. Anyway, I hope you're having a good day. I hope you find some peace and quiet and enjoyment doing whatever you choose to do, and thank you so much for subscribing. I really enjoy the comments, I really like the likes, and I'll see you at the next one. Cheerio then.